All right. So we've got a mono black aggro slash vampires thing here. This is a Marty Punker amalgamation. So we've got some of the cards you see in normal good vampires. We've also got 4 Haunt of the Hightower here, which is interesting as another card for Sorin Bloodlord to put into play. We got some Davriel. You got some spot removal. We got some other cards to take cards out of their hand. Most importantly, we've got some Angry Gingerbread sleeves. So let's go. Let's dive on in and see how it goes. Sorin, Champion of the Dusk. Lands. Keep. Think I want to disfigure a Danto here rather than this one. That's close, though. This card grows up to be a big boy. Did not draw a 2-drop there like a professional, but that's fine. Yeah, you just get the packs the day they drop on Arena. You also get, like, a promo card with it. Yeah, you get the sleeves immediately. Ooh. Got a nice little animation. On a scale of 1 to dead, feeling pretty dead here. Aggressive matchups, this card's effectively a blank. Wow, that's good. I guess that means this can't attack here. That's fine, Sorin's dead. I don't think we have really have a catch-up mechanic from here, though. Legion's Ends are in our sideboard. Yeah, I have like 200 plus rare wild cards, so I crafted the thing. That's from Fenlurker. Their hand gets pretty empty pretty quick a lot of the time, I think. Leave my top end in. This guy Lifelings, which is probably pretty good here. Let's bring in 1 Noxious Grasp over the last Lurker. When a new set drops, do I open packs on stream? Sometimes. Whoa, they added animations to a bunch of stuff. That's great. It's because we're heading towards a release. I like animations. Every day's like Christmas. Did Deckmaster break? It says the game is not currently occurring. That's not true. Let me restart it. Does Deckmaster work on other people's streams? Did the update cause an issue with it, or is there something wrong with my setup? No, it's definitely not working on my stream. Does it work on other people's? Like, if you open someone else streaming Arena, is their Deckmaster working? I'll have to look and see if there was an update to Deckmaster. Let me open someone else's stream. There's an option for simpler logs. Watsy said every big update, it's in view account. Where is that option? Oh, is it not an option I can get to from there? Yeah, if they change the log file, that'll definitely mess it up.
Welcome to the family. Darkness will always return. I drink only the fire.
I have to click view account. Detailed logs. I check that. Weird. Do I have to restart for it to work?
House Markov grows stronger.
Maybe it doesn't start mid-game. I have no idea if that even works. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I guess I should have. The update just installed automatically yesterday, and it felt like that was too easy. So it probably was.
My heart is too hollow to care.
Oh yeah, discard a card, baby. Oh yeah. Trigger. Oh, I should have done this before damage, right? Technically missed a point. Oh yeah, it's not completely blank now. I gotta get back to work so I can resume my whale sounds at Arena. Catch you later, Tilt. Alright, it looks like it might be working now. It doesn't have my basic lands in it, but it hasn't been showing these basic lands. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yeah, checking that thing must have done it. Yeah, it says the gamer draft file. It says it's lit up green now. Yeah, it must not work with that is a gingerbread sleeve. So I'm waiting on playing this Knight of the Ebon Legion because I want to Ritual of Soot at some point this game. Yeah, looks good now. Sweet. That's a pretty good one. Hopefully we draw land so we can draw Haunt. Said. Haunt of the Hightower seems good. It's not really that good is the reason.
I have not survived millennia to stand down now. Well,
Yeah, six mana's a hard ask. It's only good with this, right? Like turn on off 3 mana, this card's good. Like, if they have a cast down or a mortify here, it just, like, stops being good very quickly. It's a 6-drop that dies to Lightning Strike is an apt summary. Oh, it is legendary. No, I thought this wasn't legendary.
these childish games bore me.
So, if I play this, it puts me to 12. And then this puts me to 16, and then they attack me for 9. I think that's fine. So I'll play this, and I'll probably Legions end these next turn. And then I can Ritual of Soot and clean them out. It's the Haunt, not a Haunt. It's a good distinction. Good solid distinction. Yep, just as expected. Oh gosh, any card anywhere goes to their bin, it gets bigger. That's so good. Play your Lord. Play your Lord. Play your Lord. No, don't mouse over him. Hopefully they're just reading him. Oh, they know about Ritual, right? That's fair. Legion's End gives him a peekaboo. Peekaboo, I see you. I don't know. I feel like we're getting pretty close to can't win territory for them. They have like they need to draw Mortify like next turn. Yeah, Ritual gives him +3 and then attacking gives him +1, so it's sitting for 9 next turn. I said a boom, chicka boom. Bye, Felicia. Casual 18-point swing, no big deal. Not true, Nivik. Because Goyf is a state-based action, whereas Haunt is a trigger. So a Haunt trigger will go on the stack, but it'll also be dead when that trigger goes on the stack. Alright, so we'll kill both of their creatures that they play out here, and then we'll kill them. I don't think Haunt is good, but it's definitely great. Concur. Padop! Thank you for the 5-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, sometimes these decks play Mortify. Wait, why did they activate this? Oh, we have a nice overlay that shows us all the stuff. Maybe I should move my thing so it doesn't block it. I can show you mine. When I go here, it shows you how many cards are in my hand, in my deck, in my graveyard, in my exile. Look at that. That's so nice, chat. It's so nice. Don't know about you, but I'm feeling a 22-point left swing. You think our opponent will be haunted by that game, chat? You think it will follow them around forever? Gingerbread character moving out of the card sleeve is creeping me out. Good. Look, even when you're getting dumpstered, Arena is just more fun than Magic Online. Magic Online's like doing homework. Occasionally I enjoy doing homework, but on average, playing a video game is more fun than doing my homework, even when the homework's good. Exiled a Cloudkin Seer earlier. The value. Or do they not have blue mana? Seems good for me. Moto's like going back and trying to play N60. Oh, why didn't I block? Am I dumb? I didn't block because I'm dumb. Did you know this card has Death Touch? Who knew this card has Death Touch? I do. I definitely do. And now they do as well. Get 2 for 1 opponent. Value. Yeah, opponent just like looked deep into our soul last turn. It was like, this idiot doesn't know how his Vampire of the Dire Moon works. And they were correct. I definitely didn't. Main deck negate, eh? Cast Haunt of the Hightower. Opponent immediately concedes. Deck's busted, chat. Busted. Hooray. Is there a better card than Davriel this deck can play? I feel like there's just too many decks that play to the board that make this card not good enough. I feel like there's got to be something better than this. Maybe there's not in mono black. My heart of hearts is telling me there has to be something better. We could play Midnight Reaper. Yeah, we could play the 4/4 Flampler too, right? The Spectacle Idiot. The Spectacle Idiot might not be terrible. Now I want cards that kill people. We're in aggro deck. Ashiok doesn't really have a text box in a lot of matchups. Yeah, Mayhem Demon, that's the one. Oh, look at that. Aren't they? I was a little worried Sorin wasn't immediately glued to Champion of the Dusk, and I was slightly concerned for him. All right, no Cavalier Thorns. That's good for us. Where's Gary when you need him, right? This is sick value. What do I need a big mana dump for? What does that accomplish? Hey CJ, thank you for the brand new Prime Sport. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Welcome. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Do 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 do. Dread presence. A little bit slow. I feel like I have enough top end. Command the Dread Horde. That could be a cute sideboard card. Knights is going to be one of the first things we want to explore in Historic for sure. With History of Benalia rotating out and getting a bunch of sweet Knight cards in this new set. That's a lot of cards, opponent. Laz Chance, thanks for the 10 months of support. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Curse your bloodline. Really? Okay, yeah, I guess they're losing this race by a bit, huh? Thanks for the 17 months, Lizardio. I appreciate it. Yeah, my plan is to keep doing 2 Modern every morning till we hit rotation. And we'll probably, I think my plan is 2 Modern in the morning till we hit rotation. And then at rotation, we'll do probably a week of all standards so we can explore that. And then we'll probably roll back into 1 Modern a day. This all worked out pretty well. I mean, the Mardu Nightland is basically a worse unclaimed territory, right? Yikes. Oh, I didn't have to kill this. This isn't an elemental. Okay, so I messed up there. I should have waited to kill this because it wasn't going to die anyways. That was a mistake. Rude.
And see if you make it to the Inferno. Everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
So this chump block gets Haunt out of Chandra range, which is nice. And then potentially allows it to race along. Obviously, they have a grip full of cards. If they have Lava Coils or Lightning Strikes or whatever, we're probably dead. But, yeah. Don't play around things you can't beat anyways. Just, like, cross your fingers and hope for the best when you're in a position like that. The Haunt is very spooky. That face that pops up, it's like, Jeepers Creepers. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Do we think we have enough life gain for that? We have Haunt, we have the 1-drop, we have Sorin. That's 12, I guess. Oh, it's also a vampire, that's true. This curve is decent. Hopefully, if we're a true professional, we'll draw a Sorin so we can play Haunt on 3. Yeah, better than Davriel's a low bar, though. I don't just want better than Davriel, I want, like, best card for the slot. Yeah, it could be a 4/4 flyer, exactly. Is he dead, Jim? Have you killed him? You're a monster. The Red Sword of Doom. They're holding a special event to help people hit level 100 before the end of the season reason. I don't know the exact details because I'm already 100, so I didn't pay attention, but you can go look. You look up the details, they exist. Just do this. I was hoping to draw a land here so that way I could activate this as well, but Champion of the Dusk is a pretty good pickup. Makes the land draw next turn even better. That's rude. I don't own any cards on Magic Online. Because Magic Online has a buy-sell trade secondary market, I just borrow cards for decks rather than owning everything. Also, foils on Magic Online don't look good, and they tend to crash the client. On Arena, I have most of the foils. I don't know about all of them. I definitely don't have all of them. I'm missing some. I have foils for like everything that's playable. Come on. What are those sleeves? These are the new pre-order sleeves. If you didn't watch... Oh, it rains cookies when you mouse over them. That's so good. If you didn't watch the intro video for Alendra, it's A+ excellent. It's really, really good. Well, that could have gone better, I guess. I think comparing the trailers for War and Alendra it's pretty subjective in terms of better or worse, but I think from a production quality standpoint, it's similar production quality, which is good. I have to discard 3 cards? How incredibly unlucky. Guess I can play 1. I don't want to discard that. I want my haunts. I want all my haunts, chat. Which figure was that? You stuttered. Yeah, YouTube. So I'm attacking with this because I want a lifelink. Because the way I lose this game is them drawing an Omnath and burning me out. So I'd prefer to minimize the chance of that happening. Omnath would be a 7th one here, but I have a Noxious Grasp to gain 1, so that's fine. So, we'll Noxious Grasp this guy and go to 8. Or go to 2, right, because we gain 1 and we only take 6. And this has lifelink. And this thing is gonna, like, punch the clock and gain infinite starting next turn. What? Deal. This was a I'm dead anyways attack with all. Math is for blockers, I guess. Man, Haunt is gross. I like when the deck of the day pick is easy. Makes me happy. Oh wait, we're gonna cut Davriel, right? Can I cancel? Sweet, we didn't get paired yet. There aren't any vampires we're missing that are good, right? Should there just be Conquistadors in our deck? Is there a reason why there aren't just Conquistadors? I guess I'm not flipping Legion's Landing. I do have a full art Bloodthirsty Aerialist, which is like a plus in favor of Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Things that make me more likely to play Bloodthirsty Aerialist, having a foil. Hey, Rookie, thanks for the 17 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Good Bob. Nah, we're basically never enabling Twilight Prophet in this deck, or if we are, we're probably winning the game by a lot anyways. Yeah, I think, what's it called? I think Spawn of Mayhem's probably the play. I think I like Spawn of Mayhem. He's Spawn's a sweet 3-drop that doesn't die to Ritual of Soot when we board that in, so that's nice. Hey, thanks for the 3 months, Marshall Man. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yeah, Spawn of Mayhem costs 4, so it doesn't die. Spawn of Mayhem's converted mana cost of 4, so it doesn't die to Ritual of Soot, but it costs 3 effectively a lot of the time. Yeah, even if it doesn't get a counter from Sorin, it's still lifelinks 4, which is fine. Is it crazy to keep Vampire of the Dire Moon over Ebon Legion in the dark? I feel like it's not. You think so? Like, if they're an aggro deck, I'd much rather have this, right? Like, not close? Keep the foil. Tiebreaker, keep the foil. That's pretty good logic. Tiebreaker, keep the foil. All right, I'll tiebreaker, keep the foil. It's close. I'm not sure what the correct decision is. Wow, obviously should have kept the other one. They have lightning strikes? Listen, Marty, there's no fear in this dojo. Do you understand, Martin? There's no fear is allowed in this dojo. It's not a lightning strike. They have a very small window where red removal can kill this card. Very small.
This is but a taste of my power.
So it's not just over if it's out of coil range. They could have Domri's Ambush is a real card they could play. No, the Haunt is like basically impossible to race. How does this work? Oh, that's how that works. Oh, oh, that's tasty. Oh, I did not know how badly I needed that in my life until today. I was unaware, chat, of how badly that needed to be in my life. Welcome to the tower, baby. Welcome to the tower. Do 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 do. Oh, you blocked? All right, I'll gain 11. No big deal. Woohoo! It Raya, thank you for re-upping. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope you're having a phenomenal Thursday wherever you are and having at least half as much fun as we are here. Gas Downs and Noxious Grasp sound great. Witch Figure's probably a little slow. It seems like they're going a little bit bigger if they're getting up to Cavalier, but they also have Steel Leaf Champion and Mana Dorks. Do I want these Rituals of Soot? I feel like Fenlurker's been a little bit mediocre too. I might look into cutting Fenlurker from this 75 as well. Hey, thanks for the quarter of your support, Harnar. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Have you fielded someone with Haunt out yet? I've not. Red Rover, let Druid come over. Our opponent's dojo contains fear, chat. Oh no! Oh no! How do I beat the protection from my deck card? Oh no! What have I done, chat? I mocked and then they played a Nightmare. I've made a huge my only weakness. A completely non-interactive Magic the Gathering card. Yeah, Haunt Racing is our one last shot. It's our chance to roll. This opportunity comes once in a game time. The good news is if they kill the first Haunt of the Hightower, there's more where that came from. The bad news is we're gonna die very quickly. You know how this Vine Bear makes me feel, chat? This is how it makes me feel. Look at that. I have a feelings cookie. It allows me to be expressive. This is how I feel about the Vine Bear. Oh no. We're dead? Yeah, we're dead, right? Alright. The plan of being interactive is not good enough. Gotta be aggressive. Got it. Get it, got it. Good. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Do. Do 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 do. This is an excellent Hearthstone hand. Unfortunately, we don't have Teferi, Hero of Hearthstone, so we have to play Magic this game. All right. This is where the magic happens, chat. This is where the magic happens. Which figure, opponent? You stuttered. I missed it. Can you repeat that? This figure right here. Well, I have 4 castable spells off 1 land. That's about all I could ask for, really. Other than another land, of course. Wouldn't want to be greedy and ask for another land. Vinemere. Sharken's Unsealing. Well, that's terrifying. Stupid flat shuffler. We're being out memed, chat. We're being out memed. Oh no. Oh no. We like Haunted of the Hightower them game 1, and opponent was just like, hold my beer. It's just like, I got you, bro. I think we've been unsealed, chat. We've been unsealed. All right, onward, upwards, backward, forward. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. Slow and steady. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Or as Joe Biden would call that, progress. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you'll be accepting new standard builds near the end of spoiler season. So, my rules for deck submission around standard and new sets is I accept build around submissions for new cards starting immediately. So if there's a new card that gets released and you want to submit a build around submission, you can put that into the queue ASAP and let it sit there and build up points between now and the set release. If you want to submit a specific 60, I don't accept specific 60s or 75s or whatever until the full spoiler is here. So, build around submissions open now. Specific deck lists open when the full spoiler releases. Hey, Rug Thumpington, thank you for the 7 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Scotty! Thanks for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Do you benefit from upgrading my Prime sub to a normal one? On my end, Prime and Tier 1 subs are exactly the same. So whatever is most convenient for you is what I prefer. Jensen, thanks for re-upping that Prime support. I appreciate you shipping your Bezo bucks back this way for the 11th month. This might be wrong. I don't know, if they play a Cavalier here, we're in a little bit of trouble. Well, thank you for the 23 months of Prime support. Welcome back. Cavalier's a big boy. Well, they didn't put anything good in their bin, so we got that going for us. So we can cast this down. Whew. Sorin was getting a little concerned. Sorin was a little bit worried that his friend was missing. No, I don't think so, Gazi. So there's merit to being more linear and less interactive in your main deck, generally speaking. because I want to do this Trax and Disfigure the Risen Reef.
You would make an excellent informant for my study.
So they don't draw more cards with it.
I know I noted this somewhere.
It's going to be a little bit of a close game. There's a good chance they start Nexusing us next turn. I guess I can kill Tamiyo. I'm probably supposed to kill Tamiyo, huh? I'm gonna play Sorin and throw this here.
I guess you do not want to talk.
Picked a fight with an ancient vampire lord. Foolish. Your lifeblood is sweeter than mine.
I have learned little here.
You have only one of them.
I'm pretty sure that's the better option. No, the band kid. We actually played, Vanafear Blade this morning, and I talked about it at the end. I'm pretty sure you want to cut those for the new card. We quasi-duplicated our 03. Deal. Walls up. Yeah, the one for artifact creature. Trex. It gets to replace Script Ranger and Village Bellringer / Deceiver Exarch. It just covers both roles. So you basically have to play one less bad card in your pod chain, which is nice. I do that. This card's definitely replacement level. Have a good one, Vault. Do I want to kill this just to slow them down? Are we sure they aren't split cards? Yeah, I'm going to kill this just to slow them down. I think, because like my next turn is like Sorin plus this anyways.
I have not survived a millennium to stand down. Now join my crusade.
Well, our plan didn't really come together, chat. Sorin's dying anyways, so you might as well put a 1/1 counter here and attack for 5. On the off chance the rest of their hand is terrible, we might have a shot here. So, like, part of the problem with Sorin plus Arcane Adaptation is that Sorin plus Arcane Adaptation, you have to look at, like, what your actual payoff is. Sorin plus Arcane Adaptation ends up being bad for a lot of the same reasons that the Reanimator strategies end up being bad, which is that it ends up being bad because, like, the things you're ultimately cheating in, the things that you're ultimately cheating in aren't better than just ramping into them. I think we've died. They've got a quasi-duplicate over here. Nah, the bulk of what I do here is my deck queue, Son of Psalm. So, in addition to the Brawl event not letting me play with my beautiful foil cards, I've got, you know, even at a low point like this, we've got almost 10 decks in the standard queue. We've got another 10 decks in the modern queue. So my plan is just work out of my deck queue as always. Arcane Adaptation and Tolsmir. Now that sounds kind of funny. Great. If we had a third land here, just have to have this on the play. Seems pretty good. Can we submit pauper decks? I will entertain the idea of pauper decks, but no guarantee that I say yes or no. The new night animation is very good. They added a bunch of really small, subtle animations in this last update. If they block, I might pump the one they block. Are we gonna cut? I feel like I want to cut the stupid lurker and play more of this card. This felt really good. This card turn 3 is like pretty aggressive. Now, if they have a Veil of Summer to go along with this Knight, this Cavalier of Thorns, we could be in trouble. But if they don't have a Veil of Summer to protect it from this cast down, we'll be in a good spot. So you want to kill this in response to its enter the battlefield trigger, so that way anything it puts back on top of the deck, it's going to clear back over when the trigger resolves. So my opponent should actually decline to activate their Cavalier here to leave the Cavalier in the bin, so they get to see one more card, because the Jade Light just immediately goes back there. So remember, you have to target something with this, but choosing to exile it is optional. That felt really good. I'm gonna get another spawn in here. That's true. That's true. If there's a good land in your bin, putting a good land on top is reasonable. I don't think I want this card. I want some other cheap threat down here. Do we just want to play? Is it just, what's it called? The Conquistador? You just play that. It's just like a vampire that, like, this card, the Conquistador, gets to trigger Spectacle even if they block it, which is nice. I think that's probably the choice. Well, like most hands, this hand would love a Sorin. If we hit a Sorin, we get to just like 1/2 Haunt Tower. This gives me an extra look. That card seems really bad in an aggro deck, Jumos. Can we, how many Sorin is too many Sorin? How many can we register before someone deck checks us? Depends on if we're in the MPL, right? Now that's not fair. There's only one previous cheater in the MPL, and there's only one present, one person who is banned presently for cheating in the present. A lot of really good, clean players in the MPL. Yeah, one of the MPL players was banned for marking their sleeves at one of the Modern Mythic Championships. They were playing Tron, believe it or not. Marcio Carvolio, or however you pronounce his last name, Marcio was banned from cheating at 1.2. He's since served his suspension and come back, but he was banned from the game for cheating at one point. I think I want Duress here. Disfigure's fine. I have 73 cards in my deck. What am I cutting here? This is probably a match where Haunt's gotta go. As sad as it is to say. Maybe the Duresses aren't needed. I just want cards that play to the board. I mean, Ritual kills all their stuff. Could go either way. Fiverr Docs. Hey, Twin, thanks for the 20 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hey, Kip, thank you for the 8 months. Phew. Champion of Dusk was getting worried, chat. He was a little concerned that he was going to be all alone without his brother. Sorin's just like, hold my beer, I'm coming. Oh, you know, maybe I should have played this in case they had the haste creature. Never lucky. Yeah, of course she moves. It's a feeling cookie. We're probably dead here. If they have like a shock, they're just gonna slaughter us since we missed our land. I hope Rowan and Kenneth end up overpowered enough that we have to ban another twin. Oh, it's funny, but it hurts. I like that unbanned twin typed them out. Am I dead yet? Oh, not yet. Not yet. I think we just take this opportunity to kill Feather. Yeah, Field of Ruin biting us there a little bit.
If you threaten Innistrad, I will. I guess you do.
And like they have this other rage here. So they get to like rage, shoot this, kill Sorin. You know, they really had good lines here. If we rip a land, I mean, if we rip a removal spell and then we rip another threat, we could be okay. We need a pretty specific lineup of things here. We're definitely behind at the moment.
This wasn't my fight anyway.
All right, step 1. Step 2 is no God's willing. Yep, rough. Depending on what it is, Coons. If it's tasteful, probably. Alright. We draw our vampire that draws cards or more removal spells. We're still in this game. That's a 4/4. Okay. Deal. Yeah, maybe that's true digits. I can see that. It's better to plus the Sorin. You only need to do the pre-order once, Jin. There's no point in doing it more than once. You don't get anything extra with it. Yeah, I think that's a good thing to point out. The turn that I down-tick the Sorin, maybe we're just supposed to like disfigure and uptick it because they only have one power in play. And then like I could keep the sword around. Well, that solves half our problems, even if it doesn't kill the bigger one. GG's opponent. All right, let's try one more with this. They're 3-2 currently. Before we roll along to some blue-red memekin. From what I've seen people talking about, dude, like, the Esper and Bant Brawl decks are the best ones. Seems to be the popular consensus. I've heard people say they've won with all of them, but I've heard the most positive feedback about the Esper and Bant ones. Yeah, I'm really not sure these Field of Runes are worthwhile inclusions in this deck. The cast down there is kind of good for us in a way, because it implies that they're not about to sweep the board. Because if they were about to Kaya's Wrath us, they wouldn't bother using a piece of spot removal.
Stand by and watch. Trust me, I have a plan. Stop that now.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if Arena ever supported proper multiplayer. I think the amount of effort it would take in proportion to the amount of additional revenue that it would generate is probably not a worthwhile investment for them.
More like it.
And obviously I don't know that with certainty, but I would estimate that it's not a good ratio for them. Alright, so they thought erasure during my upkeep instead of my draw step. Do you think WotC will long-term convert all magic to digital? No, I don't think so. I think that's a really silly assumption. I think in the long term, we will see most competitive Magic converted to digital. But I don't think we'll ever see Magic as a whole converted to digital. I think digital offers a lot of really easy, clean upgrades for competitive. Wow, that's brutal. But I think in general, the casual player base that plays things like EDH and just kitchen table Magic, paper Magic's not going anywhere for those types of folks. Those types of folks are like the bread and butter of what keeps Magic alive.
We need to move quickly. I'll protect you. Should have seen that coming.
To the person who said I could have disfigured in response to kill Teferi, in Magic, you can play your cards in response to your opponent's cards, but when you're playing Hearthstone, there's no responses. So, unfortunately, that was not a legal play. I could not believe that they felt it was a good idea to announce a Teferi themed core set. Like, even if that's something that you plan on doing, like, don't announce it. Like, even if you're not gonna print Teferis as obnoxious as these two, like, while these are the Ashiok's people are talking about and have on their minds, don't rub salt in the wound. We're dead here, right? Like, they're just gonna Kaya's Wrath us and we're dead. I can't even draw an extra card because there's an R set. Yeah. A little bit of wrong half problem here. Drawing Disfigures against the control deck feels real bad. We got some good cards to bring in, though. We've got 6 main deck removal spells that are bad against control. We get to cut them for Duresses and Arguel's Bloodfast, which is great. I joked about a Teferi theme set before, but this is the darkest timeline confirmed. It really is, in a way. I know this kills Teferi, but, like, it doesn't kill a bunch of their other Planeswalkers. I don't know that I really want to cut anything that applies pressure for these Noxious Grasps. Maybe I'm supposed to trim some of these because they're not really that much pressure. Yeah, I'm going to cut 2 of these and bring in 2 Grasps. I don't want to get caught with too much interaction though, because I'm definitely the beatdown in this matchup. Like, my goal is to try and run them out of the game. Is this the timeline that Alabama was destroyed by Hurricane Dorian? Holy crap. Hashtag 2020. Vote delusional old men out of office. Orange Man is very bad. Imagine, it's just like, you really don't want someone who's incapable of admitting they made a mistake to hold the highest office in the United States. This is like, it's not what you want. The person who has the option to fire off nukes should not be incapable of admitting they messed up. You're not same, Brave Earth. I just really want to go back to like tan suits and Dijon mustard being like the things that are like outrageous. Like Biden as president would suck, but like at least like, you know, it's just such a low bar. He would still suck, but it would be an improvement. I'm gonna give dollars of my vote to anyone other than him in the primary, but yeah, he's not an actual rapist. Like, it's such a low bar. So do I want to deploy Champion of Dusk into... Yeah, I don't think Biden will beat Trump either. I think the Electoral College is messed up enough that they need to have a landslide victory to even have a chance at winning, and Biden's not going to inspire people to get out and vote. You should be president, and for every decision, you should have a straw poll for Twitch chat on what to do. That sounds awful. Did you ever, it's like, if you asked me, was there someone that could make me miss George Bush? I probably would have told you no. But that's the point we're at. It's an incredibly, it's sad. We're probably getting Wrath, so attack face and then sack it to kill there. Maybe. Yeah. I got choosing tough. So I removed a comment from chat that I would just like to make very clear is not welcome here and is very dangerous in the current political culture. A lot of people who are incredibly ill-informed think that parroting the idea that they're all the same and it doesn't matter who you vote for, that concept isn't a neutral concept. that concept and that type of statement is a pro-Grand Old Party, pro-Republican statement. Statements like that have the intention of creating apathy and reducing voter turnout by creating apathy, and reduced voter turnout is good for Republicans. So when you say things like that, like it doesn't matter and they're all the same, they're really not all the same, and it does matter. In fact, if you think they're all the same, you probably think that because you come from a place in life of at least a small amount of privilege, because it means that your life fundamentally isn't impacted by what's going on in office. It means you're not a United States citizen who gets harassed because of what you look like, or picked up by ICE because of what your ethnicity is, even though you're a citizen here. It's all the same if you're not paying attention. Yep. The Elendra trailer was very good. Was very well done. Which figure? This Bloodfast might drag us kicking and screaming back into this game, huh? Wiccan Zen, thank you for the 4 months of support. I appreciate the third of a year. Welcome back. Yeah, ideally, right, Violager? Ideally, most of us just wouldn't have to care about it, right? It just, like, wouldn't impact us because the world would be a fair and reasonable place. Hey, thanks for the third of a year support there, Drakios. Welcome back. Zags! Lots of 4-monthers. How we doing, folks? Thanks for keeping me around. So, one of the things, and this is so awkward about this standard format, I have to, like, worry about getting burned out here. So I have to, like, thread the needle a little bit here, right? Because I need to, like, not leave myself dead to, like, running Othakayas. Wow. So they either have another Teferi or they have nothing. Brutal. Brutal. Or they have that. On a better note, can we just play Magic? Nope. I just want to, just for people who are new, while 100% of my content is never going to be political focused, as we head into the primary season and then eventually the general election, I am going to be consistently pointing out things that I feel are bad or incorrect. Because I feel like, as someone who has an audience, it's my job to help get people informed. Because voter apathy and people being uninformed is a large part of how we ended up with the current administration that we do. I'm a little upset with my state because our electoral college vote goes along with the national popular vote rather than our state's popular vote. Is that true? What state is that? I hadn't heard of that being a thing, Turkin. Memorial might actually get to do something here, huh? We finally have a bunch of goodies in the bin. I think if they attack with this, we're pretty obligated to trade here. So, from my understanding, and someone can link a source to correct me if I'm wrong, but the states that have signed agreements to put their electoral college votes, the national popular vote, that only happens if a majority of states with if a majority of the electoral college votes agree to that. So until, yeah, it isn't a thing yet. There's an interstate pact that's been signed by several states. So that's not currently how things are going to work. Adopted by 15 states. Together they have 196 votes and 72% of the, yeah. So that doesn't happen until, it doesn't happen until they have a majority. I think I'm supposed to save Sorin here, because saving Sorin gives me lifelink, and lifelink draws me cards. Honestly, something that we hadn't talked about, and I'm not super informed on UK politics, so I've mostly just read a couple of pieces, but someone in the UK, is it Parliament they refer to it as there? Like, switching sides because they didn't agree with how things were being handled to change the majority. That's the type of thing we actually need in the US, is people to, like, not just toe the party line and stand up to, but that's what we actually need. Alright, let's start with this. Those were very good draws. 15 people walked over. See, that's awesome. And that's like, there's a group of people that refer to themselves as the Justice Democrats, that they're primarying sitting incumbent Democrats who take money from large corporate people. And that's the type of thing you need. Not just, hey, we're Democrats, any Democrat's the same, because that's not true. They're not all the same. Man, I thought we were gonna lose this game, but like, Arguel Bloodfast is just like, I'm gonna drag you kicking and screaming back into this game whether you like it or not. Sweet, and there's a second one, so I get to transform this now. This card is like, I feel like if you made me pick an underplayed card for the standard format, it would probably be Bloodfast. I feel like every time we register a deck with Bloodfast, it just far and away exceeds expectations. I think I'm just passing, right? Nah, I'm gonna draw a little bit. And put a little bit more pressure into play. I don't have to worry about getting burned out because this can gain 5 at instant speed. Underworld connections. Yeah, I agree, Son of Sam. What was it? The most accurate thing I had ever heard was the problem with Democrats is when an idea has 70% popularity, they don't push it through because they worry about the 30%. And Republicans, when an idea has 30% popularity, they push it through anyways and don't care about the 70%. They're just way too conservative in general. All right, so there's one Haunt of the Hightower in here. Are there any in exile? Let's cancel. There's none in exile. So I don't think I want to pick Haunt up because I'm pretty likely to draw another one. Because there's only one in here, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna grab Spawn of Mayhem. It might be right to just grab Champion of Dusk too. It's just something that's big-ish, right? I guess Champion of Dusk would be a good one because I could lifelink it with Sorin. Yeah, that was probably the play. Okie dokie. Definitely Definitely should have picked up. Definitely should have picked up. Oh, he does give lifelink regardless. That's true. If they draw Oathakaya, I have Temple. So I'm not dead to Oath.
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave.
Yeah, I agree, Genesis.
I have just the trick for this.
They're dead to this knight next turn, right? Because I have 13 lands in play. Pump up, the bump up, the wump up, the jam. Pump up, the bump up, the wump up, the jam.
Let's slow this down. Here we go.
Great. Go to 2. Decline. I mean, are they dead? They're dead, right? Because we pumped this 4 times.
Blood calls to your soul.
Grow, my children, grow. What an excellent 1-drop. What an excellent 1-drop. Thunk. The old 32-point swing. Alright, sweet. Game the third. Game the third. Goyf costs 100% more mana. Them's just the facts. So hear me out. Instead of the popular vote, we decide the ruling class through a national IQ test, or the classic trials by combat. Those are about the same, right? I did not make the MCQ last month, and I'm not really shooting for it this month. The ladder system on Magic Arena is incredibly volatile. And expecting to do well in it, generally speaking, is a recipe for frustration. Maybe I should have Duress on 1 to play around. Duress on 1 would have let me play this on 2. This ends up working out pretty well, though. I get to take their Narset. Oh, they missed. Well, I'm just gonna draw 2 cards here. The easiest way to get in the MCQ is limited. I hit Mythic and I just sit the rest of the season. Yeah, I'd believe that. Gosh, chat. Esper and Miss land drops. Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? Whew. Glad I've registered my mono black aggro deck. Wouldn't want to miss land drops. And I'm just gonna sit here and hammer card advantage off of this for the time being. This list has exceeded expectations. I had low expectations going in. I think if we manage to win this, we'll be 4-2. If we lose this, we'll be 3-3 or something. I don't know. The deck's been fun and it's felt powerful. Sorin's a strong card, right? Haunt of the Hightower is a strong card. All right, so if I play this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in my hand. I'm just gonna play this and let them Kaya's Wrath here. I feel like they have to Kaya's Wrath this board. If they hit the 5th land, they could Teferi Tuck, but that doesn't even really do anything, right? Because then the Dusk Legion Zealot kills Teferi. I was going to give you your sword back, and then you trash talk Pineapple Pizza Nivik. Come on now, you're not new here. Alright, and then this should force the second Wrath to happen. If we decided our leaders through professional wrestling, then at least Trump would have had some prior experience. Yep. If interview with Watsy today and I'm super nervous, wish me luck. Good luck, don't mention my name. Don't mention your subscription here. Rhino Chaser, thank you for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. I'm not American, so what's the difference between a Democrat and Republican? So Republicans are far right on the global political spectrum, and Democrats tend to be center or slightly left of center. So I think I just attack everything here. I'm assuming this Champion of the Dusk is about to eat it. Actually, do I just go face and then Noxious Grasp this? What I should have done was I should have Noxious Grasp pre-combat. That's what I should have done. Yeah. There's some pretty crappy Democrats. They're just not quite like kids. They're just not quite like, you know, kids in Page's blatant racism bad. To set low bars. I don't know if that's strictly true, Legacy. I think, well, they are drifting further apart, but that's mostly because the Republicans have pulled to the right. Like, the things that, like, Fox News pushes off as radical are things that most other countries in the world have. Like, could you imagine if someone in one of the conservative parties in, like, England or Canada ran on the platform of taking away people's health care? I bet people in those countries would riot, or at the very least, they wouldn't vote for them. Do you think someone that ran on those platforms would? So, I don't like socialism at all is a red herring. Every piece of progress that's ever happened in the United States, every piece of progress that has ever happened in the United States has been sold off as socialism. Man, if this thing gets to connect, if we connect with either of these next turn, we'll gain enough life that Arguel's Bloodfast keeps us going, which is great. One of the other things, too, that I think gets misrepresented in the United States a lot is there's this, a quote that we often say here on this stream is, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. There's this mindset that if we don't get everything exactly perfectly correct, it's not worth making any changes, because anything short of perfect is not worth doing. And that's just not true. Actual progress is iterative, and you're gonna mess some things up the first time you do things most of the time, just like everything in life. And it happens over time. All right. We've been on this deck for almost 2 hours, so I'm gonna roll along to the next one. I like this one. This was sweet. I like decks that tend to have an aggressive slant. In addition to having these as just like aggressive slants with the Spawn of Mayhem, Sorin dumping both of these into play was good. Haunt was just impossible to race in a lot of matchups, so that was a lot of fun. I'm not convinced these Field of Runes are necessary. We definitely had some awkward games where we drew too many of these. In addition to like killing utility lands, they do also put cards into the opponent's graveyard to trigger Haunt, but I think that's unnecessary. So that seems fine. All right, we're gonna roll along to the next one.